My name is Anna Kovalchenko. I'm an interior designer, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to do the site measure for an interior design project. So here are the tools that I'm taking with me for a site measure. The regular meter, the laser meter, pen, paper, and a telephone to make photos and videos. So I usually take with me several sheets of paper, also already printed plan of the apartment. I usually print out 3 or 4 sheets so that I can put my notes. And also I take some firm surface to write on, which is really handy. The most important tool that you will need for a site measure is a laser meter. I usually have with me this very basic, simple model from Dexter, but you can choose the model that you like. The principle of work is the same. There is a button which you press and then point to the surface that you're going to measure, and then usually the red point will appear, and then press once again and it will show you the distance. Important to know that there is a button which you can press. On my ruler it's this one, and it will change from where it measures. It's either from this side or from that side. The first thing I measure is the ceiling height, and here it is important not to forget to do it in every room. As for example, here we can see that the ceiling height is different, and it is really important to measure it because further on we can put some built-in furniture here, and it's important to know that the ceiling height is different. So I put my laser ruler on the floor, make sure that the red spot appears and measure it, and then put it in my notes. The next thing I measure is the walls, and I usually move clockwise in every room to make sure that I don't forget to measure anything. So I put my laser rulers until the red spot appears, measure this distance, note it on my plan. The next thing I measure is the door, the space for the future door. I measure the width, and then I don't forget to measure the height and put this in my notes. After we measure the walls, the next thing to measure is the windows. And for this we will need those empty sheets of paper that we have taken with us. So I usually draw the elevation of the window I'm going to measure. The first thing, I measure the height, the wall height. And put the notes. After that, I measure the width of every window and put it on my notes. Also, it's important to put the notes of how the window is open, inside or outside, and what is the direction of the opening. We will need it for our furniture plan. In case you want to allocate furniture next to the window, you need to be aware of it. When you do the site measure, it is very important to remember about engineering communications. That for every apartment you need to measure the ventilation, the pipes, the supply of hot and warm water, and put it in your plan. Here, and it's very important to have this regular rule as well, because it's very convenient to measure the depth of this box, the height from the floor, the width as well. Put in your notes. Later on it will be covered in the wardrobe here. Same you are doing for these pipes. We already made this box to hide it. So we measure the depth and width, and later on we will discuss it with the furniture makers how to hide it within the wardrobe. Also, don't forget about the electricity box. It is covered now here to protect from the dust, but you need to measure the height, the width, and again the distance from the floor, and put it in your notes. Any existing sockets that you want to keep, you need to measure and put them as well.